Good morning, everyone. Got your coffee? I got mine. So my spirits are a little bit better today, and I'm going to tell you why in a minute. I'm expecting for this coffee to be very good because I snuck a little Bailey's Irish cream in it. And I was not wrong. Delicious. Delicious. Anyway, listen. Yesterday was busy with the library pantry. It was almost as busy as it was the day before yesterday, but I was in better spirits because I knew to expect it and I wasn't overwhelmed. We are down to just like one, I don't want to call it a sleeve, one case of tuna. We have some cooking oil left. We have some crushed pineapple left. We have lots of vegetables and lots of rice, all kinds of rice. I got white rice, yellow rice, Mexican rice. I got wild rice. I got all kinds of rice. Oh, I even have Thai rice and jasmine rice. I got all kinds of rice. One thing this pantry will always have is rice because rice goes really fast and very quickly, but we always have it in abundance. So it's one of the last things that we have left. And I said I wasn't going to stress it. I said I'm just going to do what I can do, because I have learned over time not to stress this, because if you stress, you can't help everybody. That's just what it is. You can't help everybody and you can only do what you got with what you got. And then just when I was starting to think along those lines, listen, the library pantry got the single biggest donation that it has ever gotten from a single person. Kalani, thank you, sister. I thought that by the time morning rolled around, because here we are, that I would have the words to express my gratitude to you, but I don't. I just don't have the words because that blew me away. And my husband and I were up last night and we were talking about how we can make that donation, how we can get the most bang for our dollar. You know what I'm saying? With where the library pantry is concerned. And we're going to do, your donation is strictly at Aldi, which means I have to show up at Aldi in person. I'm not a grocery store person, but I will be for this one occasion. I have always done this work on some sort of a level. Whether it was the pantry project that I used to do a few years ago, that's when we donated, people donated and we bought large quantities of food and we took them right to our central pantry. Or whether it's been the library pantry or whether it's been just working at the central pantry, this has always been my ministry. And it just so happens that my ministry, doing the thing that brings me the most joy and that really helps my community because I can see it in action. It just so happens that this whole thing with SNAP came and, and I knew something like this was coming down the pipe. I didn't know it was coming down the pipe this way, but I knew something. I know all these social safety nets are going to disappear with Trump in office. I know that. It's why I told our people to get into community, start gardens, and stock up. And don't spend money that you don't have to unless it's, something essential. Don't spend money. Protest with your dollars and not your bodies. But Kalani, thank you so much. The least I can do is to show up at Aldi where we'll get the most bang for that buck and we're able to stock up for the library pantry. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And then there are other people to thank. I don't know what I said yesterday that inspired y'all, but I am so thankful because Begum, you came through. And Tracy, you always come through. And Melissa, you came through. And Jericho, hey Jericho. And then I want to say thank you to Yolanda and to Lee and to Tammy and to Darlene and to Roke L. All of that together, we'll be able to put that together and we'll be able to do a Costco order which I will do one later today. We will be able to go to Aldi. Aldi, when we go there, I want to concentrate on stuff to make chili and stuff to make soups. You know, soups and chilies and stews last a long time. We still do have plenty of vegetables, but you know, those are disappearing quickly too. I know that I'm rambling. I'm tired. I am, y'all. I'm so tired. Please forgive me. I ain't too tired to suck on this Bailey's though, am I? Anyway, thank you everyone. It was just amazing. Just an amazing day yesterday. And you know what? I was thinking about while I was outside, some stuff for the kids came in. And amongst those things are puzzles. You know, they've been really taking these lately, the puzzles. So we put some of those outside. And when I was a kid, and I would go to my grandmother's house, my aunts, they would do like this big, massive puzzle that it almost covered my grandma's dining room table. And almost. And people would just come and go, and they would work on this puzzle. And it was very bonding. It wasn't unusual to see like my grandmama and like 3 of my aunties and my mama sitting there doing this puzzle, or just one person doing the puzzle. You know, sometimes I would sit there and I would sneak and I would do the puzzle. I think I might have been the only grandkid that would do it. I've never talked to any of my cousins about it, but I would do it too. And I remember it, you know, and puzzles are a way to help people to think critically. It's a way to engage each other. And so that's where I got the idea of putting in the puzzles. I mean, these are not the first puzzles we've ever had in the library pantry, but I said I'm going to invest in some better quality puzzles, and I put those in there, and they're really disappearing. And so I only got 100-piece puzzles out there, but now that I see that they're taking them, I'm going to try to challenge them with 200-piece puzzles and go up higher and higher and higher and see how they respond to that. So I thank you. I was also able to put some art supplies out on the library side of the pantry too. Some acrylic paints, brushes, sketch pads. I had some more boxes that came in yesterday. I don't know where those boxes are, but they've got acrylic pens in them, acrylic markers in them, water paints in them. We put things in the library pantry on the kids side, the library side, that are engaging, that engages the mind. We put books over there. We put, obviously, puzzles over there. We put mind games over there. We put math over there, science over there, checkers, chess, just anything that, Rubik's Cubes, just anything that engages their minds. So I'm a strong believer in that. But anyway, listen, that's not even what I want to talk about today. I got all off into that. I love the library pantry. I love our library pantry. I do. I love it so much. And I'm so thankful for you all for loving it too. Because what the hell, you know? But anyway, listen. You know how we've been talking about these SNAP benefits, because I don't think that a lot of people understand the impact that if people truly do not get SNAP benefits the first of this month, I don't think a lot of us really understand the impact that that's going to make, especially within the Black community. And well, and I say that only because, you know, our community has the least resources. I don't think we're going to be the community that's going to be the most distraught, mind you, over not getting SNAP benefits by a long shot. It won't be us. It won't be Black people. By the way, do y'all see how they're making all of these AI videos of Black women going into the DHS office or DSS office, screaming about their food stamps, or either standing in line saying, what do you mean my EBT doesn't work? And they've got like all these kids behind them. They really are trying to make black people the face of this. And this is one of the reasons why so many people are so happy that SNAP benefits will not be paid out in November. Because listen, these racist people and these black people who have deep internalized racism really do think that black people are the face of EBT or SNAP. They really do think that. They have drunk the Kool-Aid and they have bought that narrative. Because look at what news outlets, racist news outlets like Fox News tells them. Fox News tells them that, yeah, it's the black people, it's the welfare queens, it's the, you know, the biggest welfare queens are corporations. Those are the biggest welfare queens. How people are so angry about people who get SNAP benefits treating themselves to a bag of potato chips or some Oreos or some shit like that. And they're not upset about their money going to war, their money going to support other nations that have universal health care, that have free college tuition. Why you're mad about a woman buying shrimp and steak with her EBT, and y'all not mad about that? People not mad about that. I'll never understand. You know, this nation, that's one of the reasons why they're taking away and doing away with education, and they're softening education. That's how I'm going to describe it. Because America used to go hard on education once upon a time. But America doesn't want strong thinkers anymore. They want people that they can control. And the dumber you are, the easier you are to control, because you can't think for yourself. And there are just so many people who have really drunk the Kool-Aid, and they really do believe this narrative that black women are the face of EBT. I don't get EBT, and I'm a black woman, and I'm as black as they come, and I don't get EBT. And the way they frame this narrative is single black women, and it's, you know, it's gonna be white people in rural areas that are going to be upset about and wigging out about not getting their EBT or SNAP or whatever the fuck it is. And you know who else is going to be? You didn't hear it from me, but I'm just telling you based on what I have seen with my own eyes. It's going to be the Middle Easterners too. They're going to be wigging out too. Not only those of them who are gaining the system, but those of them who run all of these stores. Because guess what keeps those stores going? EBT, SNAP. This is going to have such a huge impact. Just one missed month, it's going to have such a huge impact on America. And remember, it didn't have to happen like this, because there are reserves, federal reserves, that are set aside for moments just like this when the government shuts down. And the Trump administration has opted to not tap into those reserves. They're probably going to steal them, but that's neither here nor there. But anyway, listen, for you people that go to church, you folks that go to church, and if you do not have a food pantry at your church, again, I said it once, I'll say it again, I question what y'all even doing, what kind of Christians you even are. But if you do not have a pantry at your church, the first of the month is coming up. Take this month's tithes, and tithe your local pantry instead. Tithe your local pantry instead. Help out. We all have, especially if you belong to a black church, because we all have to help out. We all have to do our part. And if your pastor got a problem with it, you might want to question your church leadership. Also, the last thing that I want to say is, to my village over on Facebook, I am so proud of the way you all are sharing resources over there. You're sharing where people can go, what people can do, who's giving away food, who's having food drives, especially in Black communities. And I love y'all for that. I love y'all for that so much. I'm so proud of y'all. I am just so proud of Black people this morning. That's what I feel more than anything right now in this moment is pride in Black people. Because the way I'm seeing y'all pull together for one another, I mean, the way it just does my heart good. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to open up this library pantry soon. I'm going to restock it and then I'm going to open it up. And then I'm going to go to my favorite coffee house. Yeah, I talked to him about that other coffee house, y'all. We're going to go to my favorite coffee house and get some coffee. And I'm going to do a Costco order. And Saturday, that's the next day that we have off, we're going to go to Aldi and we're going to stock up. I might have to go before that, but if I do, I have to do it by myself. And I need help grocery shopping when I go there physically and show up. I need my husband's help because I don't know if a lot of you all know, but I am a disabled person. So, and especially if I'm going to buy as much as I'm anticipating on buying, I'm definitely going to need help. Thank you all so much. Y'all, just to see Black people just pulling together, I don't want to become overwhelmed with emotion, but y'all doing the damn thing. Y'all really are. And those of you all who are starting these pantries on your jobs or your kids' daycares or your kids' schools or in your churches or in your buildings, your apartment buildings or in your subdivisions, I didn't have a lot today, but I just wanted to say that. I just wanted to say I'm just so proud of y'all. I'm so proud of Black people and the way y'all pulling together in this moment because it is a test. It is a test. And it looked like we passing it, you know. And other communities are rallying together. They're supporting their own. And Black people should too. And if you find yourself not supporting other Black people in this moment, but you find yourself here with me, again, I question those motives. I question those motives. We should all be doing our part right now. All of us. It's all Black hands on deck right now. Y'all have a good day. Y'all have a righteous day. Don't be nobody's problem today. If you would like to support the Library Pantry, this platform, or just buy me a cup of coffee with or without the Baileys, I would certainly appreciate it. Y'all have a beautiful, wonderful Black ass day.